in the movie for the winds, how the devil is everyone. Let's spend an hour having fun. Bless you all for joining me, watching my work create debris, clean it all up. I surely could. With my wife nearby, I probably should. The world of Wayne is streaming live, models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with mistakes so you don't have to. The little world away is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. I've got two dachshunds who love to bark and a resin cube around a shark. Hello, Christian from Grantham. I hope you love my new anthem. The world away is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic.
Lou gets me in mid laugh. I tell you, Elon the professional. Oh, bless. Look at this. It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. I wasn't here last week because I was at Agora Models. But I'm here now. And talking about Agora Models, look, I'm drinking one of the beers that they get me every year. I love these beers. I get 12 in a box and I try and make them last a year. This is from the Faversham Brewery, the Shepherd Neame Limited. And it's Spitfire. This is my favourite one in the box. You get two of these. So I reckon it's quite a lot of people's favourite one. So I thought, oh, I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to have an ale tonight. Haven't had an ale in a long time. Haven't had any alcohol for a long, long time. I don't think I've even had any alcohol this year at the moment. That's a crazy thought. Hello, Christian.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Brother, we've only just started. I've only just picked up Lou's Elon the professional comment. And then suddenly Matthias just went off on one. Matthias just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Matthias, to Simflord. Greg, you got a membership. Tony Abraham, the Stony 666, Sonic Boom Builds, and Matt Thompson. Thank you, Matthias. I appreciate that, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Thank you so much, and thank Matthias for that. That's absolutely brilliant. And look, I've got another one as well. God, we're going to be doing this tonight. Is this what it is going to be tonight, is it? Steve Powell. Thank you, Steve. Steve Powell, before I forget, Steve Powell and Sheldon Martin, is it? Now, one of you is in Texas, and I've been told off for saying that you're both in America. Sheldon's in Canada. So, make that distinction. It's looking like I'm going to be sending a voucher to you because the tariff charges to send what I want to send you is just ridiculous through the roof. Everyone else at the Christmas quiz has now had their prize, so it's all cool. It's just you Americans. I'm having trouble sending things out the country at the moment. I'm having trouble sending me out the country at the moment because I had to apply for my ESTA. My ESTA run out, and I don't mean Mrs. World Away ESTA. I mean the electronic something travel thing that you do for America. So I applied for it. And boy, did it take a long time to come back. Now, I know it's optional where you can fill out, what your Facebook, your X, your all of that is. So I put all the links in there. So I don't know if they were just trawling for everything. But finally, it came back fine. So I've now got an ESTA for America for 2 years. So, which is pretty cool. So I'll go visit all of you fun people there. But Steve, thank you so much. You've gifted MK Productions 21 with a membership. And I appreciate that. And then Bergdis. Oh, Bergdis. Oh, thank you so much. So Gary Shepherd, Brett Music Builds, Zanko7771, Jake East 9603, and Jeff J 2225. Bergdis has just gifted you a membership. It's all cool. Thank you so much, Bergdis. Probably going to need your help because I've been having a move around. As a matter of fact, since I last spoke to you, loads of things have happened. So if you remember, I was moaning to you about the blower in my Nissan Note. My blower's not working, so pretty much I've got a stick-on hairdryer, which does the window. So I can't get it fixed because it's too much money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the summer. Very clever this is, yeah. I'm going to wait for the summer, and then I'm going to get just a local guy to have a go at it because I went and bought myself a new car. So I've got a new car, and I picked it up. God, member stream Wednesday, last Wednesday, I think I picked it up. So I've got a Nissan Juke now. Oh, it's a lovely car, but it's one of these cars which is completely automatic. So apart from it's a manual shift, but it tells me if I'm going out a lane. It tells me if a car's coming up on me inside. It turns the lights on for me. It's one of these. It's got cruise control. It's got a little computer in it. Oh, it's a lovely car. So yeah, I've stuck with my Nissan, but I have a new car. And it's got a blower in it, and it's got heated seats as well, especially in this weather. Keith from Cosmic Scale Models there was just talking about how it's snowy in Yorkshire at the moment. At the moment, we got rivers running outside the house. It has not stopped raining today. Absolutely crazy. My garden's waterlogged. So you know what's going to happen though? The first sunny day we're going to have a hosepipe ban. And they did let me know, I think, that some parts of Kent are still in a hosepipe ban, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, so there has been move arounds. Subs, ads, what? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to go back to Bergs's GIF there, just so I can put a bookmark in it. Because obviously I'm going to tell you some of the things that have been happening. So apart from getting a new car, I've moved the channel around. Now I did say just after New Year's when I was in Scotland, there's going to be big changes on the channel, and it's to get things in line for the summer and what's going on in the summer and stuff like that. So let me get some good news out of the way first. So obviously you all know I'm going to be a granddad, and obviously my daughter Charlotte now I think is 18 weeks pregnant, something like that. Well, I'm pleased to tell you I'm going to be granddad to a little girl. So she's going to be having a girl. So how cool is that? So I said straight away that this child's going to be called Galadriel because it's going to be a Middle Earther name. So it's either Aragorn or Galadriel, but yeah, it's not happening. She did say it's going to begin with G though. So that's made me completely over the moon. So much so I can't even go shopping now without looking at something thinking, oh, I should buy that. I should buy that. So yeah, she's not interested in baby showers and these baby reveals and all of that. It's just she just wanted to know, and I think we're all speculating as well. So that was some nice news. So for that reason, I thought what I want to do is I want to move things around slightly, which is going to free my Wednesdays up a little bit. So I'm not actually making videos or doing live streams on Wednesdays anymore. What I am doing is I've moved my Wednesday members stream to Sunday, and I thought it's quite a clever little thing, really, because we have Part Work Live with Mark's Mods and Kevin the Nexus from 7 till 8. Then I'm slotting myself in between 8 and 9 doing the members stream. And then I believe from 9 onwards, you've got the Hobby Time modelers doing their stream. So if you wanted a night of just model building, creative crafts and people chatting and doing, what we all love, then we've got a whole TV station on a Sunday night now. Plus, I don't tend to do things on, I never did things on Sunday night anyway. So I just think it would be good to, just get some of the weekend people in to say, hi, I'm Welder Wayne. So we'll see how that goes. I am aware, though, that on weekends I have my children every other weekend. So what I've got to do is I've got to get to Essex and back before 8 o'clock, which I should be able to do now. I've been getting back for 7. So, but if it's late, Mrs. Welder Wayne will let you know, but we'll be fine. So I think what we're going to do, because it's the very first one this Sunday, is we're going to continue with the Ferrari 330, which I've been doing. And hopefully I will catch up with everyone that's actually been following me on that build at the moment. So that's that. Now, tonight, I said I haven't spoken to you in ages. I've just put the fan on, by the way, because I've got a little list here of things. Now, I've got a thing to show you. Look, check this out. I've got where is it? This one here first. Horlicks. Now, if you check the Horlicks channel out, and I've already put a little QR code if you want to scratch, if you watch on the TV. If you just want to click something, look, I'll put a thing in chat there as well. Now, Horlicks, if you remember, I showed you these before, has got all sorts of things here for the 1989 Batmobile, like the smoke canisters there, the bombs. I mean, these are all on the site here. I love the old, this one here, look, the grappling gun. They're all on there that you could put in your 1989 Batmobile. But I believe that for the 1966 Batmobile, he's got some figurines coming. Now, I think I might be getting some of them, but I believe Alex is looking for someone who's able to paint them. So if you are able to paint, then it might be better to either get in touch with me, Ian, or Alex, either through the Facebook groups, or if you follow my link. I mean, all the links are on there anyway. And just let us know if you do want to tackle that, if you want to have a go at painting figures. I haven't seen them myself. I don't know if we've got a still, have we, Ian? I don't know. I think I saw one, but I can't for the life of me remember where that is. But that's that one. Okay, the second one is we've got some. If you are on Facebook, by the way, I've come off of X, and it's not a political reason why I've come off of X. My account's still on there, but there's nothing on it, and it's because of the questionable content that I don't know why, but on my homepage that pops up on the homepage. So, which is just like, and it's not political content. Let me tell you that now. It's not political. It's stuff that I don't want to be seeing on my computer. So it's like, okay. So I've come off of X for a minute until they can sort themselves out. But if you're on Facebook, I've got a couple of groups that you might want to follow. Now, the first one here is called the Spacecraft Show Attendees. Okay, I'm going to put a link in chat for that. Now, obviously, we're doing the Spacecraft Show in Bicester on the 21st of March. And you know what? I've got to do this, haven't I? Had to get that out of the way. Well, this is basically a group that I think Liam, my friend Liam's created. Basically, this is for anyone that's going and you want to have meetups, or you want hotel information or staying information, or how to get taxis information and all that sort of thing. That's the group you want to go to and check that out. If you want to look at the official group, which is telling you more about the event rather than the social side of it, then you've actually got the main page. Now, I've got a link to the main page as well, which is here. And I'm sure there's going to be absolutely, let me change that there. There's going to be loads of people going to this, because I've been advertising on my channel, and I know all my friends have been advertising on their channels as well. You're going to meet some famous in the industry prop makers as well when you're there. So if you are coming along, check it out. And I think for that reason, if everyone's got that code there, if I get my monitor up here and go over here, and you can still hear me. This is the show at the moment. So it's the 21st of March. You can get your tickets from here. Tickets will be available on the door, but you can get early bird entry tickets. But all about what's coming. There's 43 days. Location information of where it is. It's just outside Bicester. There's the address at the Bicester Hotel Golf and Spa. All about exhibitors. Some of the things you're going to be expecting to see there. Lou's coming. You'll be able to see Lou. Look, Andy Preston's going to be there. Ollie Barrett, Andy Lee, Motion Picture Miniatures, Wayne Mini here. Look, me, I'm there. Sanjay, Adam Dryer. I love Adam's work. I'm going to try and get an interview of Adam. He's a great guy. Lou's there, Lee Ralph, Leicester Models. Look, all the IPMS shows are going to. It's going to be great. It's going to be an absolutely great show. Really, really looking forward to that. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Oh, by the way, and while I'm over here, look, this is Horlick's site as well. So you'll be able to find everything on Horlick's site here. All the figures for the Lancaster. Excellent. Cool. Right, let me just look down my list and make sure I've answered everything. Okay, one of the things.
6,913 super chatted $9.06.
My computer's chatting to me. I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so when I was at Agora Models, the first thing I always look at when I'm at Agora Models is, where are they hiding stuff? Where's all the stuff they're hiding? Do they put blankets over everything anyway? Well, I couldn't see anything out there. But what I did notice is when I walked into the Agora offices now, they've got a great big finished Titanic on the right-hand side of their sort of like, I don't know, entrance area. It made me think, you know what, Wayne, you really need to get on with that Titanic and get yours looking like that. And the other thing they've got there, which is amazing, is Christopher Christo's Transformer. You remember the one that won the diorama show at Telford? That's in the foyer as well. And it's so impressive. It's so impressive. I wish I took some footage of it, but I didn't. But I did get to see the prototype of the Orca, which was absolutely amazing. And you'll be pleased to know, next week I'm bookending videos. So on Monday, we're going to have the prototype video. And on Friday, we're going to have me building pack one. There's loads to do in pack one, absolutely loads to do. But this is going to be slightly different to any build you've seen on the channel before, because it's the first time I'm going to be building a model and I'm going to be weathering it as I build it. Okay. But believe me, I saw the Orca. Oh, whoa, it blew me away. And I'm going to give you a little tease. and that is a little tease, but I have already done a video for that. And let me just tell you some of the things, like the remote control looks like the flybridge deck, you know, the instrument panel. You've got the levers that make it go forwards and backwards, which play engine noises. You've got the little turn, you know, wheel, which makes the rudder turn. If you turn it to the left, the rudder goes left. It's crazy. The lights all inside. It plays music. The music is like, you know, like you're listening to the soundtrack. Really good quality speaker in the bass. It's not like a little tiny speaker. It's good. And it's USB-C powered as well. But you're going to find out all of that on Sunday. Suitably impressed, but I'm so glad I saw the Orca. Absolutely brilliant. So I want to thank the folks over at Agora Models for inviting me to see that, because that brought a big smile on my face. As a matter of fact, I've got Joe Alves' book down there with all the reference photos for the, I bought it from Wonderfest last year for the Orca, so I'm going to be using that when I do this. What other things did I see there? They had the US Constitution. They've been really getting on with their US Constitution, but trust me, peeps, if you haven't seen John Build's Iconic Military Models building it, he's doing a lot of shorts on Facebook at the moment. Oh, God, that guy can build wooden ships. I'll tell you what, he's my complete opposite. Whereas I'm just polishing firewood, which no, I think I'm doing all right with it, but he's in a different league. He's in a different league, and he's got the sort of videos that you watch which are so calming. I don't know. I've really got into watchmaking videos lately, watching people doing restorations on like old Rolexes and stuff. I just like the way that it's just tranquil, but he makes wooden shipbuilding like that. Crazy. But John, if you're watching, proud of you. Proud of you. Is that a 1-1 scale tray of homemade biscuit cakes, cookies, and muffins I see under your bench, World Wayne? I hope what? A 1-1 scale tray of homemade biscuits. Have I got that in? I don't know. I had a shortcake tin in here. What are you looking at? I don't know what you're looking at. Hey, look, ET, by the way, look, I've powered ET on. Is he still working? Look. ET, I didn't realise this. The ET, look, I can make his head go up and down, which he's doing now. I'm going to make his arm go up and down. And he's going to do all sorts of things. Look, his arm's going to light up and all that. If I show you this, look, boom. There you go. See, look, he's doing all this stuff, right? But I didn't realise you can't keep it running. It runs for about a minute and then it just turns itself off again and you have to press a button. I was kind of hoping that I could have him doing all his stuff during the stream, but he will. He'll just shut himself off. Silly, stupid alien. But here's ET. If you haven't seen him running, he's doing his own thing as well. All good. Okay, where was I? I think have I done everything? It's been so long. It's been so long. I think let me just check my sticky. Yes, I have done everything. You'll be pleased to know. How is everybody else? Tomorrow, I had a great deal of fun doing that Megazord, just so you know. I think I've got one more marathon video, then I've caught up. Video? I've got one more marathon video to do, and then I've caught up with everyone. But then tomorrow I've got the Jeff Gordon. I've got the Jeff Gordon Chevrolet Monte Carlo, and that has a great build as well. Again, you'll see that tomorrow. Obviously, the big news is Fan Home have now announced the F1 Michael Schumacher Ferrari. That's on the Fan Home site. That's also listed in all my links there. So if you haven't checked that out, you'll be able to check that out now. And also, there was a trial for the Flying Scotsman, but I have been seeing something which is captivating me, and I didn't know this was a thing. Someone might be able to give me some more information with this. Apparently, Hachette Partworks at one time or another bought out a Volkswagen Beetle. Does anyone know that? Bergdish, you're the normal person that would know something like this. Hachette Partworks bought out a Volkswagen Beetle, and people have been making it Herbie. They've been making it the Disney Herbie. It looks amazing. I'm telling you, I'm surprised it hasn't been a licensed model. But I've been seeing pictures of that. Looks amazing. Something else I noticed is obviously just before Christmas when Ian, Pitstain Hobbies and Todd was here and we announced Airwolf, I just see Airwolf stuff all over the place now. And apparently this was shown at San Diego Comic-Con last year. This is a trial for a company called Factory Entertainment making a working Airwolf helmet. So the visor opens up and it's got a HUD display and everything. So I wasn't aware of that. But isn't it funny that, you know, you don't hear about anything about Airwolf for months and then it all comes along at the same time? All fun. All fun. You're in Jarrow. Yeah, yeah. See, I've got to get America and Canada in the right order, Wayne. Don't go to the don't go to the wrong place. When I go to Wonderfest, I'm off to Lou country. I'm going to be landing in Carolina. I'll be right next to the Carolina Panther Stadium. And yes, I'm glad I was off when the Rams lost, because I was never going to hear the end of that, was I? We did well. We almost won. But you know what? We got beaten by the better team, Seahawks, and that's why I'm going for the Seahawks tomorrow in the Super Bowl. I don't want the Patriots to win. So I want the Seahawks to win. Had no problem. Sonic Boom builds. Couldn't guess the movie tonight because I had to put up with a 3-minute advert. Really? Can't you skip those adverts? You know what? There is. Can I? They took away the feature. No, I've closed it down now. That let me pause the things, and it keeps coming back and going and all of this. But if I was to start a stream and press it, theoretically, it shouldn't run ads. But I don't know when they run ads. I haven't got a clue. See, look, Probra's wet as well. Everywhere's wet. Great if you're on a canal, I guess. Evening, Wayne from not Cornwall. Where are you today then, Chris? Probably for the best, because I heard Cornwall's getting the brunt of it. Or I have been getting the brunt of it. You've been getting some really old storms down there. What about you, Lou? I saw you were doing a weather report last week, how everyone in Carolina was getting snow except for Raleigh. There was like this channel through Carolina where no one was getting snow, and I think Lou was in that channel. and and I can just picture you outside waiting for that flake. Oh, but it never came. It never came. Bless. How's Mrs. Weldawayne handling? You're not drinking, Aaron. I don't drink. Seriously, I have one of these. Luckily, probably a month, and then I'll have a rum sometimes on the stream. But that's it. That's it. Most of the time, I'm drinking water. And I said people at Wonderfest will vouch for me because they know what I'm like. They know that I'm a lightweight. I'm a big time lightweight. You can't imagine shifting with your left hand. That would be weird. I don't know. I get on okay in America. Well, actually, no, America. I've only ever drove automatics. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Uh, Everyone's saying hello to Esther. Are you talking about a passport? Yeah, I've already got a passport, but yeah, every 2 years you have to what's the word I'm looking for? You've got to reapply for the American travel permit, the ESTA, and it lasts 2 years. But sometimes it's instant, sometimes it can take up to 3 days to come. I don't know what's going on in America. I think there was a government shutdown or something. I don't know if that affects it, but I don't know what all that's about, to be honest with you. But it came through in the end. That's the main thing. So Sunday would be a little hard for me to attend, being it's in the middle of the afternoon. I'm usually not home at the time. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's what on demand is for. That's what on demand is for. It's still going to be in the same time, just on a Sunday. So, but you could always put me on earbuds and listen to me. Do you know people listen? I didn't understand this as a thing. You're going to have to tell me in chat if this is a thing. People listen to me building, so they don't watch me. They put me on as background noise and listen to me build. Wow. I mean, I put Sky News on in the background sometimes, or I'll listen to LBC on the radio here in the background noise. I've never thought about listening to like me. There you go. Yes, Horlicks, please get in touch with me if you're building figurine paint and want to earn some ding dings. UK only. Thank you, Ian. Hooray, Schumacher, Ferrari 2000G. Now this guy here, he's been waiting for this since since I saw you from the probably in St Pancras. No, since I don't know. I think I come back from Barcelona and it was announced there, wasn't it? So I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to be building it on the channel yet. I do not know. Yep. Okay. Definitely, Ian. Here we go, Mark. I've missed you, mate. Celine Dion has come out to support farmers by moving. I saw this the other day. EIEIO. Well, yeah. I mean, you know what I use X for? The primary reason I use X is because if I'm stuck in traffic, I'll type in the name of the road and find out what's going on. That's pretty much all I use X for. uh, Check Facebook for images of figurines, 1/8 scale. They look great. Oh, I will. I will have a look at that. I'll probably repost them, Ian. I think that's what I'll do after the stream. Who's going to build the Agora Citroen? You've got to be kidding me. That Citroen. Now, I've seen the bonnet of the Citroen. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's a really nice car. I tell you why I've got a soft spot for it is because I almost owned one. When I first went into the market of buying a car, I passed my Citroen C. Was it Citroen? Yeah, I think it was that Citroen that came up. And in the end, I got a Mark III Escort instead. You're not coming to Blister this year. Bicester, not Blister. Bicester. Although it is spelled Bicester, Bicester, but it's pronounced Bicester. Like we've got Toaster here. We've got a place called Toaster, but it's spelled Towcester, so it's Towcester, but it's pronounced Toaster. I don't know what's going on with our language. We got Stanwick. We got Stanwick Lakes down the road. It's spelled Stanwick, Stanwick Lakes. It's not pronounced Stanwick Lakes, it's pronounced Stannock. Stannock Lakes. I don't know why. Thank you, Wombat6913. I hope you are enjoying Watangi Day in New Zealand. Almost said Australia then. That would have got me into trouble, wouldn't it? Bless. You know what? We were watching, I had that marathon watching Lord of the Rings. I enjoyed that. I thought, you know what? I really want to go to New Zealand. You know, living in Australia for 6 years and I never went to New Zealand, got the plane over. But I thought, perhaps that would be a bucket list thing. Just before the pension cut starts, we might be able to go and visit New Zealand. That's a lovely place. 6 weeks to go on Saturday. Really? Oh my God. I can't believe that. Orca, yeah, the Orca. I'm dropping frames again. I've been dropping some frames, 6,192. I don't know why. I think it was because Mrs. Rhoda Wayne was watching my Plex server, so I turned it off during the stream. Hi, Jamesy boy. How's it going? Did you like my little AI thing? They've really clamped down on AI. I wanted to superimpose me like they've done with Kermit the Frog, shoveling the chum, but it wouldn't let me. So I just gave it a picture of me and says, can you put me in a position where I'm on the deck of the Orca shoveling chum? And it took it literally, gave me a shovel. But cool. The figures are, that's why we're going to paint them. There. Does it have sample chum? You know what? Everything that I saw that, I don't want to spoil the video on Monday for you, but everything you can possibly think should be in a model on the Orca, I think you're going to have your needs met. But trust me, wait till Monday. And then you'll be so excited to see Friday's build because there's so much to do in Pack 1 as well. But I do stress now, I do have Pack 1 here. But I was adamant that I wasn't going to open it. So I haven't opened it. I haven't seen instructions for it. I haven't done anything until the day. Well, I'm going to be filming it on the Thursday. Until Thursday when I will be seeing it for the first time. I did ask Agora though, and they said I believe we might be building the what they call it, the flybridge. I think that's what we start with. I'll be a bit let down if we're not. I'll open it up and find out, but we'll see. So next week is definitely Orca week. Orca at the start, Orca at the end. 25 feet of it, perhaps 30. Hi, Marcus Stone. How's it going? Oh, and thank you, Stream Elements, for sharing that. I can't wait for that show. It's going to be. I'm going to have my own table, and as I said, some of the models are going to be on the table. I'm going to definitely take my Infinity Gauntlet. The space station's coming. I don't know what else. Perhaps R2. I don't know. I'm trying to do things which I know aren't going to break in the car this time, but I will be on the table, but most of the time I'm going to be going around chatting with people. Because if anyone's met me, I chat for England. I chat to everybody. I can't help myself. I just like to find out what people's interests are. I'm a people person. I just like to find out stories and stuff. I collect stories. I don't just collect memorabilia. I collect stories, and I like hearing how people. And this is why I love Lou so much. Lou's just got such a fascinating way of looking at life. It just it's inspiring. It's brilliant. I bet you've been watching Wristwatch Revival too. Seen that too? Yeah. Am I? I thought I was the only one that watches that sort of thing. Rules Workshop. Some guy, I think it was Wristwatch Revival. Someone had found a Rolex or gave him a Rolex that was destroyed in the Palisades fire last year. And he was taking it apart and fixing it. And this thing was just a charred mess. I was like, E.T. won't fall over. He's okay. He's okay. But look, I can turn his heart on. But look, let's see when his heart turns off. It will just turn off on its own. But I don't know why. But he still works. He still works, bless him. Welcome, Marcus Stone. Thank you for supporting the channel. Did you do a test on the turbine engine for the Batmobile? I did, Vernon Farrier. I did one on the member stream, member stream just before I went away. So that was last week. I used Mike Lane's test board. And you know what I was more surprised about with it? Because it's all plastic fans, I thought we were going to get chatter like we do. Oh, there's me pointing for an Ecto 1 that isn't there. I thought we were going to get chatter like we did with the Ecto 1 lights. Nothing. It was quiet. And it works perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Someone did tell me, though, that in the inside of the turbine, I did have one of the fans back to front. I think that makes a difference because if you do turn it round in the small, it's a lot firmer. So it pushes a lot more into, to connect it together. And for that reason, I'm telling you, it didn't make a noise at all. What did worry me is that we've got a motor turning stuff, but there's no way to see anything turning because it's all encased. So I don't know. It's turning, they're turning inside, but you can't see that. So, I mean, I suppose, will it turn? I don't know. Did I miss the news? Yeah. So the Wednesday night streams now, Ed, they're moving to Sunday between 8 and 9 o'clock on Sunday night. I put that on the Patreon channel. I put that everywhere. And look, I even got look, let's go and bring up my, where am I, Wayne? Open that window, damn it. New window. There you go. Look, if you go to my, people probably didn't notice this. If you go to my YouTube channel over here, look at the top there. It tells you my schedule now. Yeah. Oh, haven't I? Okay. Apparently I've got no sound. Is sound back? Test. I can see myself. I can see sound. That's weird. Have we got sound again? Have we got sound? I'm not dropping frames now. I'm dropping a little bit. I don't know. That's weird. What's going on? You're not doing anything, are you? I'm trying to think what's going on. Stand by. Sounds okay. Okay. Yeah, I am still dropping frames, though. I don't know what's going on there. There's nothing else running in the house at the moment, so I don't know what's going on. I do wonder if it's the internet, because I very rarely do... Oh, you can hear me. That's fine. Yeah, because I very rarely lose frames this much on a stream. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Kenneth Larocque. That's perfect. Okay, so what I was showing you here on the monitor, look, this is my schedule here. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, new videos. Live stream Thursday, evening member stream, Sunday evening. And I'm dark on Wednesdays. Look, there's a Las Vegas term for you. I'm dark on Wednesdays. I did get the word wrong and said I'm dead on Wednesdays. It's like, no, it's dark. It's dark, Wayne. Get the right word. Dead on Wednesdays. So, yeah, I think the sound probably took a burden there because of the amount of frames I dropped. It says 8,000 frames here I've dropped so far. But still only 5%. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Look at this. Ian's off to Iceland. You're going to like it. You've got to see the lava show, Ian. Got to see the lava show. But you've already been to the blue thing, haven't you? Where you can bath in volcanic water or something. I don't know. They were advertising it on my Icelandic air flyer. Well, IXO sometimes has a white beetle on display at shows. Really? I've never seen one. I thought someone's actually painted it white and then did all the decals for Herbie. Which paper will a vampire not buy? The mirror. Oh, very good. Oh, don't worry, Ed. I'm just as charming on the Sunday. Oh, Sunday I'm gonna miss the. I will be missing some of the American football when that's back on again. Plus, also Sunday is obviously the day when people go. They dread it because they have to go back to work on a Monday. So I'll cheer you up on a Sunday and try and take your mind off of it. It's very wet down south. Will's Workshop, it's terrible up here at the moment. It's terrible. There's roads flooding so much so that we've got lorries go a big, I don't know what you call them, highway maintenance, sucking up water from the roads because our drainage system just can't take it. It's ridiculous. And Mrs. Wayne, she had a point down the bottom of our road. I mean, we're getting potholes everywhere at the moment because, I mean, the rain and the ice and everything is just destroying the roads. But we had a pothole where someone's like, it didn't just crumble. The whole road came off and they've just gently put the top of the road next to the hole. I don't know why they'd do that. But yeah, I mean, Ian will vouch for me. Ian's a speed demon driver, but the amount of potholes we've got at the moment, it's ridiculous. You've only got another 3 issues of the Iron Spider this month. I had 6 the last time I had. So either I'm catching up with you, John, or that's perhaps what they might be doing. I don't know, but I mean, I'm aware that people in Germany and Italy, I think, are on stage 45 of that Ferrari at the moment that we're just getting now. Who knows? I thought your nickname was Speed. I did watch something the other day on YouTube that kept putting up ads and the screen would go 50-50. I've heard that happens, Paul, but I've never seen it happen. But like I've got, if I go on to, let's show you this as well. I was actually helping YouTube on Tuesday, by the way, just so you know, the actual company. I was on a Zoom call with them talking about this very thing, about the membership channel. And we're trying to figure out a way that I can get people on Patreon and YouTube channel members to watch the same stream, but still have access to a member stream afterwards. And yeah, I don't think they know either. But if you have a look at, where are we? You have a look at my monitor here. This is the button that I can press. Now I can delay ads and it starts a timer here. As you can see, I think that puts ads in, and that timer shouldn't run any ads for that long of a period. But I don't think it always works. I have to say, I don't think it works. So for the next 10 minutes, we shouldn't get ads, but I guarantee people are probably still going to get ads. You're currently background to me because you're editing the RB19 video. That's what I like to hear. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, I'll be on demand. I'll be here. Schumacher is tempting me. It's a nice car. It is a nice car. Oh, my scroll button's not working again. You're debating Bergdis doing the Senate engine is annoying. Well, the bit that I just did on that RB19 was annoying with all the pipes. But you know what? The detail on that Ferrari 330 I'm building, most people on these member streams see me crying on these. It's just so, they take something so easy and just make it so difficult. That's the Ferrari 330 in a nutshell. And you know what? The Monte Carlo's getting that way as well. Because obviously there's not a lot going on in a NASCAR. They've just put as much detail as they possibly can in it. And you'll see that tomorrow. We actually get the floor pan on tomorrow's stream. It is, tomorrow's video, sorry. Really heavy. It's really heavy. Here we go. Whitney Houston was at one time very coordinated. She even sang a song about it. I don't get that one. Hand eye. What? Whitney Houston was at one time very coordinated. She even sang a song about it. Hand eye. I don't know. I don't know Whitney Houston very well, so that probably don't help. She was in The Bodyguard, right? And she sang about wanting to dance with somebody or something. That's my knowledge of Whitney Houston. Same as Leicester, yeah, Leicester. Birdchester Shiringham. Bitchester Shiringham. You folks can't say Worcestershire. Worcester. You watch, I keep saying that. The best one is that you Americans pronounce ham. And I don't understand why. You say Birmingham, Buckingham. We never pronounce ham. It's Birmingham. It's gum. It's Buckingham. Buckingham. We never say the ham. Fan home Enterprise D lighting is not great, even at 5 volts power supply. What about aftermarket lighting? At issue 26, almost done. What do you recommend? You're stuck really because if you did another version of the lighting for that Enterprise D, it means you're going to have to take all those reflectors off. And I haven't seen a solution yet where it's shining through the windows. You could use strip lighting if you wanted to, but some of those windows are on a frame, and I just can't see a way around it because you're going to have this big bar going through the windows, which is why I abandoned that idea first off. But I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I think that's what it is. You got to remember that it's got to be. Please say this word. It's another word. Subtle. It's got to be subtle. Get subtle and supple mixed up as well, just so you know. It's got to be subtle lighting. Otherwise, it'd just be too bright. I noticed that when I did my... by the way, I've got on really well with my Fifth Element, just so you know. The lighting, even though it looks really good, was far too bright. And even though I've now toned it down with resistors and everything, I was going to put a buck converter in there, but I thought, no, keep the voltage, drop the ampage. And it looks brilliant. But to me, it's very subtle. But on a camera, when I'm filming it on a camera, it just looks blown out, and it's like, well, that's not what it looks like. This is why it's great to go to model shows, so you'll be able to see exactly how it looks. Because believe me, when you look at lights on videos and stuff like that, it's blown out. They're not that bright. You're well away from the storms. I hope to send you a pic for the merch on the map soon, not from Cornwall. I wonder where you are. This is where you take a picture of yourself outside Welcome to Corby or something, Chris. Hi, I'm Mike Milan. We were just talking about the canals in this weather. Does the car with the engine in the back is the hood bonnet, while the front is the trunk? No, the trunk's the boot, and the bonnet's the bonnet. Take care, Chris. Enjoy yourself, mate. Hi, Craig. You are now a member, Craig. You were gifted a membership. Do we know why no more Wednesdays live stream? Not at the moment, Ed. Not at the moment. There will be an announcement soon, Ed, but not at the moment. There is a reason, but not at the moment. Does the Orca include the Comet? You can make one. I fully aim to put mine next to my shark, that's for sure. Wayne's building his garden side Orca. Yeah, I don't think the neighbours would like that. I'd love it. I'd love that, though. I think, you know what? I'd love a boat. I cannot sail. I haven't got a clue how to sail, but I'd love a boat. I'm the who is it? The Lethal Weapon, isn't it? Murdoch. He buys a boat, but he ain't got a clue how to sail. That's me. I could do with a boat. When does pack one of the Orca arrive for the rest of us models? Well, I believe, if I might be wrong, so they'll prove me wrong, but I believe it starts shipping next week, Lou. I think it's definitely imminent. Imminent. It's very imminent. Trust me, by the time my videos goes up, I'm guessing people probably are already starting to receive theirs. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, very, very, very imminent. Yeah. Yeah, you'll see soon. Why not do a live unboxing for the Orca Pack one? There's milking it and there's milking it, Jacob. I've already got a prototype one coming out, and I want to do a really in-depth one of the, because it's the first time I'm going to weather something as well on while I'm doing a build. Normally, I'll either weather it afterwards and show people what it looks like, or I'm building a garage kit, never a part work or a build-up model. And I do think a lot of people are going to want to, they're going to want to weather the Orca. So I thought, well, if I give you techniques how to do that, it's your model. You make it how you want. Don't apologise. I wonder what the first pack of Airwolf will be. Well, I mean, remember, at the moment, we're still looking for information on that stand, how people would like the stand. Do they want a big one like the Lancaster, or a small one? Do we want to be powering through the stand so it powers the chopper? Chopper, that's an Australian term. Powers the chopper. Or do we want to have a power supply going directly into the chopper, the helicopter, and you could just place it on a stand? I don't know. Todd is collating all of that at myairwolf.com, and look at this. Look, as if by magic, bang. Look at that. This is what it is. This is producing at its finest. So if you haven't checked out that site, everything you can shake a stick at is on there at the moment. Hola, come esta? Wish I could afford the Orca, but I have 3 builds going already. The Orca just seems to have so much going for it at the moment. But normally, pack 1 normally is your introduction to the build, and you'll get some of the big pieces, and it's probably something that's iconic. This pack 1 is like, do you remember when we got the Optimus Prime pack 1? Again from Agora, and you had those 3 massive trays. It's kind of like that from what I understand. I haven't opened it. We're going to find out. uh, Everyone watches Wristwatch Revival. I really thought I was the only one watching it. Because I put it on in the background because it's like, I think what happened is I started watching a TikTok of some guy taking a watch apart, and I thought to myself, why am I finding this so fascinating? And then I thought, because I can't, Will's Workshop knows what I'm like. I won't take a model apart because chances are I'm not going to be able to get it back together. And when you see a watchmaker take every single thing out of a watch, and you're like, there's no way in a million years you're going to remember where all of that goes. They remember where it goes. Wow. That's a skill. That's a skill. And it's just fascinating to watch it, to be honest. When you used to live in Basildon, do you remember a music venue called the Roundacre? I remember the Roundacre very well. It's a roundabout now. The Roundacre is still there, actually, John, but it's just off the roundabout. Back then, when I used to band roadie, I took a Harlow punk band, the Newtown Neurotics there. Yeah, well, the Roundacre's still there. I actually visited the Roundacre. As a matter of fact, me and Mrs. Wilder Wayne went to the Roundacre for a Sainsbury's party. You probably don't remember this. Before we were even like, well, we were just friends. One of my best friends from school works there as well as a barmaid, bartender. What do you call them now? Bar server? I don't know. But yeah, I know the Roundacre very well. Basildon's changing a lot at the moment though. But yeah, where it used to be, it's 2 giant roundabouts now, and it's still there, but it's not it's not right next to the roundabout anymore. Everyone watches Wristwatch Revival. Oh my god. Lots of frames dropping tonight. Yeah, there is. I don't know why, though. I'll give something a kick later on and see what we can do. Perhaps I'll take Bergdis' idea and get a 50-foot cable or something. Actually, it's probably going to have to be 50 meters, I reckon, Bergdis. I'm losing you. Oh, this is where we had the problem earlier, isn't it? I don't know. It will turn the front turbine that you can see. So all of those fans inside that it is turning, we're never going to see that. So we've got one motor turning one turbine. I did. Jason on his now that was on social media, wasn't it? That was on Facebook. He's inside of his cockpit for his Millennium Falcon, lit up like a Christmas tree with all blinking lights and all of that. Looks absolutely brilliant. Now, didn't you use? Tell me if I'm wrong. Didn't you use Paragraphics photo etch for that? Can't remember if it was that. Can't remember. Everyone's got sound. This is where everyone was like, "Why did you etch your post?" We got a bad transmitter. This is now the international symbol is I can't hear you. Yeah, I was glitchy for a while. Yeah, again, it's only 8,000 frames. I don't know. I know what's going on with these computers tonight. I blame the wet weather. It's Corby rain. That's what it is. Um, oh my god, I'm really behind on chat. I will pick up chat. Don't worry. I was just looking at Mrs. World Wayne's comment saying I've completely lost sound and she's downstairs. I can see sound. Yeah, I've got a little bar that's like a green bar that bounces up and down, so I know I've got sound coming. Neighbours are connected to your Wi-Fi and downloading movies. I hope not. My Wi-Fi, everyone. Can I show you this? Hang on a second. I don't know. I can't show it. It won't let me because I'm not on Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi SSID is Connecto Patronum. So it's Connecto Patronum. Okay. Yeah, I'm not giving you the password before anyone asks. Look, let me show you. Stand by. There you go. Look. Connecto Patronum. I'm scooping up the missing frames. I'm worried when I play it back, it would just sound like Norman Collier. No, the sound's here. I don't know why the sound dropped though. That was weird. 24. I hear you about Iceland. Yeah. 24 years ago, since Drew and I went to the Blue Lagoon. That was what it's called, the Blue Lagoon. 24 years. Wow. That's crazy. Snow in Reykjavik in January, none. I thought Iceland was always in snow. That's why you have the name Iceland. Seriously, I did think that, Burgess. I thought even in the summer, Iceland has snow because it's an Iceland. I thought Greenland always has snow as well. But I mean, I went to Iceland in November and it was damn cold in November. When am I going to go to Gates? Yeah, Mrs. Rodaway, when are we going to go to Gates next? I could do with a Gates meal, you know. 1 hour live stream reduced to 50 minutes with lost frames, probably. I don't know. I don't know how many frames in a second, but 8481 is what you've lost. Yeah, look, potholes are horrendous. It's terrible. Will Agora be doing a Johnny 5? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. But Johnny 5 does have an anniversary this year. You love American tourists on the canals. They look a serenity of their face if they're on a day 2 or 3 of their boating holidays, like they've learned a new existence. Well, what's his name? Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart used to like going on the canals in this country, didn't they? I don't know if they still do. You've been told you're going to be made redundant. You know what? The job place at the moment is just, it's hard. It's hard. A lot of people are coming back. And you know what? Looking at some of the shops as well, I really do think, I don't think the figures come out yet, but I think in retail, I don't think anyone's done very well this year. Because there's a lot of shops in the high street closing down at the moment. Happy to be here, although a bit late. Oh, bless you. I mean, well, we've only got 9 minutes. You're not that late. You're not that late. Does anyone think they'll ever build an 18 van? I don't know, but Will's doing one. Will's printing. Will can't wait any longer, so he decided to print one himself. I've been printing. I've been using my 3D printer. I've been printing an now what's it called? I've been printing a helmet for my son for a manga called Gachakuta. Has anyone ever heard of Gachakuta? Because that's what I've been printing. I don't know if anyone's into their anime. Stand by, I'm going to kind of show you. Of course, there isn't one. It's a real weird mask, but it's called Gachakuta anyway. It's this show here. Gachakuza? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I don't get this anime. I'm still into my Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner, not My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer. Hi from Pooborg, Ontario. I was wondering if you will put the original Bismarck videos on your channel. Aren't they on there? Or did I take them down? I might have taken them down. I don't know if I've still got them, you know. Because obviously they are on there. What happened? I remember now, because I was building 2, wasn't I? But then I stopped halfway through the second one. And I remember I gave the second one to Alex Builds, if you remember Alex. And then what I did was I took the videos where I hadn't built it and I just edited them down to make a complete playlist. So you'll find the playlist for the Bismarck is half and half. Where I lived in Basildon has been flattened and turned into a new housing estate. I'm guessing you don't tell me, Alex, but I'm guessing you lived over, if it was Basildon, probably the Gloucester Park area, yeah? Because they basically pulled down the pool, didn't they? And they put up new houses there. Are we talking that area? Woodlands by Basildon College, that all got knocked down as well. I mean, I'm in Basildon every other week, so you know I see all these changes. Pitsy's all complete. They knocked the leisure centre and everything down there now. You've been attacked by Hound 9000. I can't see the part to vote. No, there will be though, Richard. I'm going to get in touch with Todd about putting a vote up for that. Ian, we're doing some recording tomorrow of the shed display room. Oh, that'd be wicked. That would be wicked. Your SSID is the castle beyond the Goblin City. Oh, that's wicked. Any news on the Spyro Lovely Citron? Nothing yet, no. Which has just been announced. Nothing yet. So I'm sure we'll hear something soon. Obviously, that's available to pre-order at the moment. 12 minutes after you click delay advert, you get an advert. Really? Yeah, you're right. It's finished. So no one had adverts, and I'm guessing in that 10 minutes. So perhaps it does work. Your home Wi-Fi name is UFP, United Federation of Planets. That's a good one. Us geeks need to stay together. That's brilliant. Share your SSIDs. Have you seen Dive Detectives on Scarge? No, I haven't. Dive Detectives. That's something I'll be interested in. We got a group of people here called Sonic and Friends. I don't know if anyone watches that channel. This guy, I think, is located in Corby because he does a lot of stuff around here, and he does magnet fishing. So he goes to canals, chucking in great big, powerful neodymium magnets and pulling out all sorts of things, trolleys, bikes, sometimes unexploded stuff. But that's pretty cool. Gotcha, man. That's our G-Force. Cranes Farm Road. Ah, right. Okay. So Cranes Farm Road, where York Shipley used to be. I used to work down Cranes Farm Road, you know, Alex, because I ran the Blockbuster there, down Miles Grey Road. But Cranes Farm Road's where the festival is, Festival Leisure Park. What engine and transmission is the Duke, Wayne? It's a... I've got no idea. Hang on. It's a... it's a... It's a 46-litre tank. That's all I can tell you. It's a 1.6 engine. I've got a I definitely got a 1.6 engine. I can't tell you what specs it is though. I can't tell you what specs it is. My home network is named No Internet, 100% brain power. That's cool. 14th, it'll be rammed, Ian. It's Valentine's Day. That's Valentine's Day. You can take me out for Valentine's Day, Ian. That'd be lovely. I love you too, friend. You know what? I've got 2 episodes to watch. I haven't watched the last 2 episodes at the moment. I have fallen behind on that. You know why? Because stupid me, when I watched a show from a long time ago, apparently it's still going, and I love it so much that I started binge watching it, and that's all I've been watching. I don't know if anyone's watched this show from the film Fargo. I absolutely loved it. Season 1 obviously had Billy Bob Thornton in it. Season 3's got Ewan McGregor in it. I mean, season 2, Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons. But I've been watching them, so I'm on series 4 now. I love that TV series, Fargo. Absolutely brilliant. You've already booked me and the wife a table for Valentine's. I'm hoping she brings her own cue this time. You turned 51 this week. What day did you turn 51, Matthias? Because you do know that we've got to do one of these then, haven't we? Yay! Happy birthday! 51, bless you. You youngling, you. You youngling. You'll have a walk core in the Duke. There we go. It's similar to the 4A GE. CVT or old school stick? It's, what does that mean? CVT or old school stick? It's got a handbrake. It's not one of those buttons. All I know is it goes. All I know is that when I get in the car, the mirrors fold in. I never had that before. That was a weird thing. I love how it's all leather inside, leather seats and everything. I love heated seats. Mrs. Welderwayne didn't think she'd like it. She's like, I think this is what I want to do now. I'll just sit in the car in a heated seat. Oh. You need cheering up. No problems, Alex. I could talk about Basildon until the cows come home. Obviously, I was bored up there. But because I used to live down, if you want to know where I used to live down Timberlog Lane, right in a new place there called Chalice Close, right on the corner where the cricket ground is. That's where I used to live. Have you ever watched Ozark, Wayne? Yeah, I love that series as well. Jason Bateman. It made me want to visit the Ozarks, I'll tell you. All these American shows, they look like they're the place I want to visit. And you go there and realise they're nothing like that at all. But no, I enjoyed that show, I have to say. Fargo, really good. But we are good. We are good. We've had a good stream tonight. That was fun getting back into the thing of it. I can't remember what my Nissan Duke's called. It's got a name. It's a Nissan Duke Tecna. There we go. It's a Nissan Duke Tecna. Let's have a look. A Nissan Duke Tecna. That's what I've got. And it kind of looks like this isn't the one I've got, but it looks like that. It looks like that. Kind of. It's a nice car. I like Nissans. But there you go. That gave you an insight to that. So remember, so tomorrow we've got Jeff Gordon, the Chevrolet Monte Carlo on the channel. Next week, all about the Orca. So we're going to start with the prototype. I'm going to show off the prototype to you on Monday. At the end of the week, we're going to do the Pack 1 build. So that's going to be excellent. But thank you for joining me tonight. Members, I will see you Sunday after Kevin and Mark's stream, the Partwork live stream. And we'll see what mischief we can get ourselves into. It should be fun. But thank you for joining me tonight, everyone. See you later. Take care. Bye-bye.